Hello, YouTube. Guess who returns? Kira. Yep, Kira returns. Right here. She's the doll that you haven't seen like for years. Yeah. It feels like years, but it's been a couple months. I love this girl a lot. She's been through a lot. She's so wavy hair. I'll tell you a little story how I got Kira. Basically, I got her on January 1st, 2021. It was a pretty exciting year, yep. I was in Tennessee American Girl Doll store. I don't know if it's still open or not. Nashville, Tennessee is American Girl Doll store. I think it's probably not open anymore. So I was at that American Girl Doll store, and I was just thinking I was going to get Kira no matter what. But before that, I was in St. Louis. We drove to Tennessee. See, because, yeah, we just drove there. We were in St. Louis, Missouri, and then we drove all the way down to Tennessee. So it's like 2 trips in one. But my dream came true of getting Kira. She's a beautiful doll. She is such a beautiful doll. Like, this is her original outfit. Her meat outfit, we call it. Also, I got her pajamas, but I lost them. Or maybe I donated them. But I don't regret donating them because, to be honest, I didn't really like them. I did like the claw on there, but I didn't really like them. Then when I got older, I guessing. But Kira is my favorite doll. She's one of my favorites. If not the best doll ever. This baby Anna, my Squishmallow. I sleep on her a lot. And actually, I was holding her in the video if you did not notice. Yeah. Also, if you notice, my lights are turned off right there. I just have my main lights on because I just felt like it, but my Christmas tree is still on. This Kennedy. She's going into the playlist because she's mentioned or featured in the video. But that's not really the point of the video. Yeah. We can make a random video about SpongeBob and Patrick if we can someday. But I should have a cool coin, a cool penny. If I can find the penny. Oh, I lost a penny bag. A special penny thingamajig. Oh no. Nah, I'm not gonna look for it right now, but it's basically a rare penny. It's just some pennies in there, some rare ones in there. But there's a 2025 penny in there, so that's valuable. Even though it's from a different date. These are all my Canadian pennies that I can find so far. That's a lot. Yeah, I know it's a lot. Those are all my Canadian pennies. Here's a New Mexico car with an air on it. You see that air? Yeah, there's a tan spot on it, a brown spot, or whatever you want to say. 2009 Denver mark. The D means Denver. The S means San Francisco, and then the no marks are Philadelphia marks. Here's 2001 Denver. That's kind of cool. If I get 2001 San Francisco, that'd be even more cool. Or Philadelphia, that'd be even cooler if it's Philadelphia. I think I do have one somewhere in there. Here's Wisconsin coder. This is for my school. Fun fact about my school, I found $1.50 in the vending machine yesterday. Technically $1.25, but actually $1.75, but I kept a quarter on accident. But really, there's a lot in my vending machine at my school. Enough for one soda for both vending machines. Enough for a soda, and the soda was yellow from the black vending machine because I did not know if I had the $1.50. Did not know I had $1.75 at that time. He's the one with a cool air on it. I did sandpaper on accident. He's a cover for cool air on it. Basically, it has 5 cents or a penny mark on it. This one doesn't have anything wrong with it. It's just an Iowa quarter. It's just rare. This is a Nebraska with some grossness on it, but it's getting better. I live in Nebraska, so that's why I keep in it. Plus, I just Chimney Rock on the back of it. Chimney Rock is actually its own city too. It's pretty cool. You should see it if you ever go to Nebraska, like Fargo, Nebraska. It's pretty cool. I've seen Chimney Rock before. I think there's a Renza in Chimney Rock, Nebraska. I think there is. Renza is actually a restaurant. It's a sandwich place, but it's not like Subway or Subway or yeah, Subway. It's not like that. It's actually a warm sandwich. It's a hot sandwich actually. Sometimes they're fresh some days, but they're really good. You will like them if you try one. There's even chicken chips and burgers there, but I recommend getting the cheese Renza. Or the plain Renza if you don't like cheese. I'm okay with the plain Renza too. I'll eat it at Nebraska games. That's the only thing that they have in Nebraska games. My first Renza was... I was only 1 year old when I ate my first Renza. That's how I like it ever since. I just love them. Like, the first Renza location that I ate at was in Omaha, Nebraska. It got renovated, actually rebuilt years ago. It's actually the first one that got rebuilt into the shoebox design, but it's still pretty cool. I like shoebox design Renzas, because they all have uniqueness either way. They still have character either way. Like, they still have the really big character in the internals. The externals still look the same. Yeah, if I sound a little sick, it's because I do have a cough, if you notice. But I'm fine. There's JoJo. She's from Nebraska, fun fact. I wonder if she had a Renza. Yeah, I am a big Nebraska fan. But I definitely want to try Renza someday. Actually, I did try Renza. Actually, I meant to say. I definitely want you guys to try Renza someday. I meant to say it. False along. Actually, I'm wearing Renza sweater today. This is pretty good. They're like ground beef with special seasoning that I don't know what it is. Secret seasoning with onions and cabbage and other things inside of it. Sometimes you can get Swiss cheese and mushrooms. That's the number 3. The number 2 is the cheese ones. The number 1 is the plain ones, which is just. But you cannot ask for no meat or cabbage. You had to have the meat in there. There was a vegetarian option at one point, but they got rid of it because it was one of the special options. So yeah, Nebraska Renzas. Nebraska is famous for Renza. Also, if you live in Colorado, though, there's one in Loveland. There used to be one in Longmore, but they closed it. And then they planted to build one in Gilbert. I don't know why. But if you live in Iowa, there's 3. There's one in Glenwood, one in Council Bluffs that's getting rebuilt. I think at this point it's probably open. And then one in... Council Bluffs is actually near the Omaha border. But right in front of where Council Bluffs is near the Omaha border. Glenwood is just a small town. It's like a tiny town in Iowa. My aunt goes there a lot. She's from Taber. It's also another tiny town in Iowa. It's also near goes near the Nebraska border. Like, it takes you to Plattsmouth, kind of. Plattsmouth also has Renza. It's newer. It's next to a Casey's and Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee is basically a Midwest chain, I call it. Similar to Menards. Midwest is Menards. So is Kentucky. Kentucky somehow has a Menards. I definitely like Menards. I know Menards is pretty cool. Anyways, also, there's ones in Carroll, Iowa, or some other type of Iowa that's further down. Wanted to see That sounds like Caleb, but I don't know if it's Caleb or not. And then there's a Wenza. I believe there's one in Wyoming, but I think that one is open. I don't know. Then there's one in South Dakota. I've been to that one. That one is pretty cool. There's one in Kansas left, in Kansas/Missouri. The Missouri one's all closed. Then Leavenworth, not Leavenworth, I mean Lawrence, Kansas. It's a pretty cool, basically near the Missouri area. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool Wenza. It's an older Wenza. The Loveman one's older, but it's been renovated inside sometime in the mid 2010s. The first Wenza was in Lincoln, Nebraska, but they closed it unfortunately. But the second location is still open. Yeah, I've been to the second location before. It's pretty cool. But I recommend going to the Old Town Bellevue one. That one's pretty unique. The two in Bellevue actually, there's a New Town and an Old Town one. The Old Town one, I recommend going to that one because it's a unique one. It has a cool design. It has a homey feeling in it to me. It's a nice Wenza. It's a very nice Wenza actually. It looks old school. If you like old school buildings, you definitely should go to the Old Town Bellevue one. That's what I recommend Wenza to go to. Old Nebraska City one, even though they've been rebuilt. Formerly they were old school. Yeah, there's a picture of me actually at the Nebraska City Wenza. That's me and Marsha right there. She's no longer alive, sadly, but my Uncle Pat's still alive, doing okay. There's me at the Nebraska City Wenza, I believe. Right there. Yeah, the Nebraska City Wenza is pretty good. That one is my childhood Wenza, guys. That's definitely one of my childhood Wenzas. Even though it's been rebuilt, it's still pretty nice. It still has new memories there and old memories. Still have my old friends. It's like an old friend to me, basically. Even though it got rebuilt, it's still an old friend to me. But I got surprised it got rebuilt too when I found out it got rebuilt a couple years ago. It was a pretty cool Wenza back in its day. It was a pretty cool Wenza. And then there used to be a Wenza in Lincoln that had the play area in it, believe it or not. But I think I had the play area and I had the seating. I've been to the play area before when I was very little. It's a very unique Wenza actually. And it still has a unique design to it. But no one has the play area. There's also one in there's also a Wenza in McCook, Nebraska that used to have a play area. I could tell it used to, but many years ago it did. They closed their play area years before COVID. Lincoln closed it during COVID. And there used to be a Rock and Roll Wenza in Lincoln, but they closed that one many years ago. I wish I could see that Wenza. That Wenza's pretty unique sounding. And it was a Rock and Roll Wenza. It means Raiders were on. It was back in the 90s. Raiders were on roller skates. It was really cool. There also used to be, I believe, 3 Kmarts. My dad knows of 2, but I found out there's a third one in Lincoln that closed many years ago. Now a Goodwill's and which I will show you, right? And a Ace Hardware and a fitness place, formerly a furniture store. But I'll show you the Goodwills for sure. That one has some resemblance of the Kmart. It has great vents. Great big vents, I call them, or whatever. I used to call them circle vents, but now I just call them whatever you want to call them. What do you guys call them? Some people do call them circle vents. I don't really call them that because I call them Kmart vents too at the same time. The big vents, the bigger ones. The smaller ones, I just call them vents. Just vents. Unless you work from when you Kmart, then you would definitely call Kmart vents. Like, there's a fair that's in Bellevue, Nebraska. Fun fact, there used to be a Kmart. Yeah, the Bellevue, Nebraska had a Kmart many years ago. My dad been to it. I've been to a Kmart before, I admit to you guys. I have. When I was very little. And a Sears. Multiple Sears, actually. 2 Sears. Actually, maybe even 3. I've definitely been to Toys R Us, both little and currently. There's one in my area that reopened. They opened up one in my area. Technically reopened in Omaha. they can't reopen my nostalgic Toys R Us because it's now something that I call Booze R Us. So YouTube. Booze R Us is disgusting. It sells basically, you know what I mean, what it sells. It sells beverages done for 21 years and older. Let's just say that. And maybe even some 21-year-old years and older stuff that I'm not going to mention that's kind of disgusting. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Even the beverages, I don't recommend it too much. But even once in a while, you could drink one beer or something. I'm going to see a beer, so once in a while, but not just do it in moderation. That's what I recommend. And say no to drugs in general, like smoking, yuck. But anyways, yeah, that's bad. The Georgia Rice Spray, if you're wondering how I got that, it's actually came out from my old car chipper, OA Expedition. We call it chipper because we just named it, we named our cars. And yes, that Rice Spray was an active Rice Spray at one point, but it's old at this point. But it's pretty cool having it in my collection. I also had a Minnesota one from my mom many years ago, an old Minnesota one from my mom, and then an Iowa one that's older from Santa Claus. Those are the only 3 states I have. 2 other states other than Nebraska. A whole bunch of Nebraska ones. I have all the Nebraska ones that have been made until even the most recent one. Not the most recent one, like the current one they have. Like the most recent one they retired. Yeah, it sounds like my voice is starting to go, but it's okay. I still can talk. It doesn't hurt or anything. There's Dollar Generals. Yes, I've been to Dollar Generals before. I've been to multiple of them. There used to be one in Papillion. I think I've been to that one. And Radio Shack in Papillion. In fact, there used to be a sign that said Radio Shack, always abandoned many years ago, but they got rid of it, and that was Laundry Road and some other shop that I'm not going to mention the shop's name. Laundry Road is a good shop. It's just basically just so they're not a shop actually. They're just a laundry place. And then the other shop is not a good shop. They're not a good shop. It's actually a terrible shop. Here's my Emerson motivator. It still works. It's a sound service temporary. Look at all those W100s. It's definitely a meme. I have 6 of them. 5 of them work. 1 of them doesn't work. It's a version 4 that's dead. The yellowed out version 4 for my school. But these all work. One's version 2. One's a version, and a few of them are version 4s. One's a newer version 5. That was surprisingly, it's rocking its tuner. I think it might be made in 2010. Interesting. Sus. Or maybe it's made in 2008. Who knows? Either 2010 or 2008. Most likely 2010. This one's made in 2004. This is made in 2003. Interesting. This is made in 2007. Very interesting. Model. I don't know what this one's made, but I could show you this one's back. I think it's made probably in the 90s. Obviously, almost 20 minutes long, which is good. 2005? Interesting. Because this tune is dead. That's why I'm saying it's interesting. What's this one made? Probably 2016. $2013? Huh. You can see it all by date code. Code is on the other side. This one's made in... I don't know that we have 400s all around 2013. That's very interesting. Where is the copyright date? See this? A little Easter egg. Radio Shack. I'll show it to you better. Sorry, my camera's a little blurry. The Radio Shack. I'm trying to find the year this was made in. I'll look at how long this video goes up to. Might be underneath this sticker. But tonight we'll be moving the Goodwill sticker. I think this is made in 1970 or something like that. I think this one has a date. One of them has a day actually, two of them have a day of manufacture. April of 1980. I know that's April 1980. 1960. That way, it could be 1960s. But that's even older. That's pretty cool. That's safe to say 2005 that 100s can die. Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah. But I'm not getting the video quite yet, because I'm just interested in all kinds of other radios. If I like W20s can die, but it's rare. It's very rare. Yeah. My W20 is still good. I'm still looking for her. Yeah, I know. I like my favorite with WR120. My first time with WR120 somewhere in here. Here's what year that one was made. I'm very interested. Also found my TV remote. Yep, this is a little off topic right there. Oh. Might be in my bin actually. Most of my life is in my bin. Yeah, it's in here. This W20 was made in 2012. See? Those are weird. This is also made in 2012. Yeah. Interesting. Anyways, guys, the video's getting too long. Anyways, that's it.